welcome into Friday Night Fever alongside Sammy Robot. I'm Matt St. Jean. North half finals night, and I gotta say, Sammy, every game pretty much lived up to the billing.
It was a night of high school football to the max.
To the max.
To
A
the
night
max.
to remember for some teams, a night that some teams will want to soon forget as their season will end. Other teams are heading to Hattiesburg. We had a lot of great games tonight, including our Game Day Haircuts Game of the Week on the blue turf in Tupelo.
The Friday Night Fever Game of the Week is sponsored by Game Day Haircuts.
The Tupelo defense only gave up 17 points total in 8 games. That stat went out the window real quick. Tupelo ball first. Jeremiah Harrell passed to Elijah Green over the middle. Will Wells flew over. Huge hit. Ball popped free. Najadis Roberts-Holloway jumped on it. Yellow Jackets in business early. Few plays later, Trey Petty off the left side coasted into the end zone to put Starkville up 6-0. PAT was no good. After a Tupelo punt, Yellow Jackets drove down the field again, and again, Trey Petty off the left side powered his way into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the night. PAT good, 13-0. Tupelo went 3 and out. Starkville ball again. Trey Petty forced out of the pocket, and look at that throw, a hook shot pass. That was very Patrick Mahomes-like. To Jaquavian Jenkins, he got down inside the 20. Next play, they're like, Jenkins made that play, let's give it to him again. Right up the middle, he found a crease, stiff arm, and pay dirt. Starkville launched out to a 20-0 lead. More points in 15 minutes than Tupelo gave up all season. But then Tupelo woke up. Harrell to Katie Gibson over the middle, and he is real fast.
He gone.
Turned on the Jets, and yes, he gone. That put Tupelo on the board. PAT, though, no good. Kind of a theme of the night, unfortunately, for the Golden Wave. After Tupelo defense finally got a stop, Harrell found JQ Witherspoon. What? Look at that. That dude went to Jiffy Lube and got his brakes upgraded on that one. All the way inside the 10-yard line. Finally gets tripped up. And Tupelo, they were rolling. Couple plays later, Quay Middlebrooks right up the middle. Tupelo got that big mo going into the half, but still trailed 20-13. This game was a shootout, but a late Trey Petty touchdown run sealed it for the Yellow Jackets 41-32. After barely making the playoffs, Starkville is headed to Hattiesburg.
Another big game tonight. The Amory Panthers hosted the Noxubee County Tigers. The Tigers and the Panthers were facing off for the 3A North half title tonight. They met earlier this year and Amory won that one. Let's see if tonight was any different. First quarter, Jatarian Ware calls his own number, breaks up the middle, runs over 30 yards before he's taken down inside the red zone. Lost a helmet there. Ware pitches to Charleston French, the man, the myth. He gets a little wrapped up around the ankles, but not until he breaks in for a touchdown. PAT was good, 7-0 Panthers. Ware drops back to pass, fires, looking for 13, but Tigers had a different answer for him, intercepted by Shantarian Sherrard, and he picks up a couple yards too until he's forced out of bounds. Big play there. They didn't do anything with the ball though, so we're back with the Panthers. Charleston French takes the pitch, and he breaks up into the end zone once again, and the PAT was good once again, 14-0 Amory. Big scoring game ends up to be. Dylan Thompson kicks off to the Tigers, but it's tipped by the Tigers and recovered by the kicker himself, Mr. Thompson. Panthers ball. French, our guy, once again takes the handoff, and he does what he does best, picking up another touchdown for Amory, 21-0. Tigers ball now. Quintarian Harrington says, that's enough for me. Finds the end zone. 2-point conversion was good. 21-8. Amory was up. Seconds left in the game. Noxubee tied it up with a 6-yard touchdown in overtime. The Tigers took it all. Noxubee wins 52-51.
And after being down 21-0, came all the way back. Unbelievable. All right, let's do 1A. Biggersville, they traveled to McEvans. Biggersville undefeated on the season. But did they stay that way? We shall see. McEvans had a pretty good season themselves. Let's see if they can take down the Lions. Here's Drew Rousey. Couldn't hold on. Fumble. Did he recover it? Oh, the ball is going around there, but the Warriors got it. So on the ensuing drive, Christopher Watkins dropped back, fired, broken up by Trey Gunn. And by broken up, I mean intercepted by Trey Gunn. They take the ball back. And Warriors, though, or the Lions couldn't do anything with it, so Warriors with the ball. Amorion Blakes takes it around the left side all the way into the end zone. McEvans got the score, 8-0. Lions looking for an answer. They turn the ball to Jathan Hatch, but it pops out, recovered by the Warriors. Man, you can't make mistakes like that in a big game like this one. So McEvans with the ball. Watkins pass to Blakes. Up the middle, down the left side. There he goes, down the sideline, all the way in for 6. Man, McEvans, they stun the Lions 24-8 and go to the state championship.
And the one game we didn't get, Charleston beat Eupora 24-6, our very own Eagles.
Oh, sad. Sad for Eupora. Man, what a game in both Amory and Tupelo.
When I saw the score, I saw those 3 unanswered touchdowns, thought I saw where this game was going, got back to the station, saw that final score, it going into overtime, I was stunned.
OT win for Noxubee County, shocker, and then Starkville, of course. They went 0-3 in district.
Yep.
Pretty much everyone was like, okay, well, Starkville is not going to make anything this year.
Didn't make it.
And then needed help to get into the playoffs, and now here they are in 6A. We've got more highlights. Ethan Foster will join us after the break. We'll also take a look at how the brackets shook out and what you can expect down in Hattiesburg next week. Welcome back. Down in Wildcat country, the big Louisville Wildcats hosted the Houston Hilltoppers for the 4A North Half Championship, and oh boy, it was a big one, Sammy.
WTVA's Ethan Foster was there from the start to the finish, and he's got a recap that was one roller coaster game, kind of a trend for tonight.
Yeah, kind of a trend.
Matt, Sammy, a big one here tonight. I might even say a huge one for the 4A North Half Championship between these two giants, Houston Hilltoppers, Louisville Wildcats, both 12-1 coming into tonight. Both of their losses to teams who, up until this point tonight, were both still in contention for a state championship. Of course, Starkville moved on. Amory lost tonight. Those are the two teams that they lost to. Let's go ahead and take a look at how it all shook out between the Louisville Wildcats and the Houston Hilltoppers. Now, Louisville had only allowed 14 points in the playoffs total up until tonight. And Houston, they never played in a North Half Championship game before, so a lot on the line here in this game. Now, Louisville on offense here, down 7 in the first quarter. It was quarterback Kearian Jackson who managed to sneak it in on the outside for a score. After the extra point, we had a tie ball game, 7-all. Then, with less than a minute in the first quarter, Houston on offense here. Still Brooks looked for a man, but threw an interception. It was picked off by 29 Jakari Owens. That's kind of hard to see there, but he took it all the way back for a score. Pick 6 for the Wildcats. Look at them go. Big Louisville defense. The extra point made it 14-7. Second quarter, Houston in the red zone, down 7. Brooks looked around and at the last minute found E.J. Stovall just standing there, waiting in the end zone for a score. How long was he standing there? Big Louisville defense. The extra point tied the game, and it was 14-all going into the second half. Now fast forward, Houston on offense here in the fourth quarter now. Down 3 after a Wildcats field goal. Brooks found Doug Jones, who caught his pass, made it in for a touchdown. That gave Houston the lead again, 21-17 now. Now down by 4, Louisville in the red zone. And where's our ball carrier? Do we have a ball carrier? Yes, we do. It was number 5, Kendon Sanders. There he is on the carry. He came out eventually. That gave Louisville the lead again. Made it 24-21 for the Wildcats. Now next drive here, Houston with the ball, now backed up. Still Brooks was pressured. His receiver fumbled it away into the arms of 31 Caden Tompkins, and it went down as another big Louisville defensive touchdown. Of course, those were the last points scored in this game. And here it is, the final play of the game. was a Louisville interception. That was Latarius Haynes on the pick there. Just a few more style points to seal the deal as the game ended. Of course, the Wildcats came back out. They took a knee, and of course, with that, they won the 4A North Half Championship game. They punched their ticket back to the state championship game. I told you at 6 that Louisville won the state championship 2 years ago, and now they are going to be back in Hattiesburg to try to win it all again. They win the game 31-21 over Houston. Shout out to the Houston Hilltoppers. They had a historic season. This was their first North Half Championship appearance. So good luck next year to Houston. Good luck to Louisville Wildcats next weekend. They will take on Mendenhall, I believe. Mendenhall next Saturday morning in Hattiesburg. A crazy game tonight, but big Louisville comes up with the win here in Wildcat country. They defend home turf, and they're heading on to try and get another state title next weekend. Reporting live here in Louisville, I'm Ethan Foster for WTVA 9 Sports. Matt, Sammy, back to you.
Alrighty, West Point down in Vicksburg going for its 7th straight North Half Championship. Former Patriot, New England Patriot, Malcolm Butler in attendance. My favorite interception of all time. Seahawks game. Malcolm, go! Anyways, to the game. Butler would be happy with this defensive back play. Jaleel Fleming, interception, stopping that West Point advance early on in the game. Ensuing drive, Vicksburg going for it on 4th down. Chris Chandler, last second, not in my house, son. Not in my house. Stuffed it and got the ball back. Green wave ball, Quintarian Tillman Evans. That is a big dude. Grown man run inside the Vicksburg 20-yard line, which led to another grown man run. This time by Keyshawn Henley from about 10 yards out. Grinded his way into the end zone. Little help from the offensive line right there. 2-point conversion was good. That put West Point up 8-0, and that would be more than enough because the Green Wave defense pitched a shutout. Death, taxes, and West Point in the state championship. They advance to Hattiesburg yet again, but they've lost the last two. They've lost the last 2 state championships. So they won 5 in a row. They lost to Picayune. And there's going to be a rematch in that one. So let's take a look at the brackets here right now.
Let's look.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. 6A. Tupelo, they lost to Starkville. So Starkville will take on Brandon. Brandon going for back-to-back state championships after winning on a last-second field goal over Ocean Springs.
5A, we have Picayune.
Picayune.
Versus West Point for the state championship. Who will win? Will the Green Wave?
Yeah, Picayune shocked Green Wave last year in that same game. Unbelievable. So maybe a little revenge on tap for the Green Wave. We will have to see. In 4A,
for revenge.
Yes, Ethan, he mentioned this in his little segment there. Louisville will take on Mendenhall in the 4A state championship.
And for 3A, we have Raleigh versus Noxubee County. They beat out our Amory Panthers. Sad day for the Panthers.
Sad day for the Panthers, but a good day for the Tigers. Good day for the Tigers. Yeah, you know, everyone is just like, it's like, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun down there. Noxubee County, they were in the state championship 2 years ago. My first trip there, it was in Jackson though, and they lost. So let's see if Noxubee County.
Maybe they like Hattiesburg better.
Yeah, I think they could. I think that's the theory. I hope. And then in 2A, our area team, Eupora, they went down. Charleston advances. They'll take on Scott Central. 1A, same deal. Biggersville, they couldn't get through. They'll take on Bay Springs, who waxed Taylorsville. They've been the favorite for 1A all season long. And they haven't shown anything to prove otherwise. They'll take on McKevins in that 1A game. All right, did you see any Giants among us tonight, Sammy?
Absolutely. Playoffs means big plays, means Giants of the Week.
4 players shall enter, 1 shall win. Voting opens tomorrow. So a lot of fun here tonight. We're going to put a bow on this thing right after the break.